Why Zeb? The flexibility that you guys provide is really invaluable. We had a moment where we had to put everything on pause, and you guys paused with us. There was no pushback. There was no, it was just like, oh, what do you need, Ross? Okay, we'll do that. And we paused, and we thought we were going to pause for a long while. And we paused for a short while. And so when we started it up again, you guys were like, oh, yeah, let's start it up again. So it was, that flexibility was a big deal.
Hey, Ross, nice to see you again. Eric Lurie, VP of Sales looking forward to having another conversation with you today. Mm-hmm. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Cherry Hill?
I've been doing IT work since the early 90s, largely serving as the sole IT person for smaller financial services companies. And this is back when, email started. Remember the wild, wild west that was early email? So there's that, or, Y2K, all that stuff. Things were, back in the days when getting a Pentium chip was a big deal. And like I said, mainly for the small financial services.
Awesome. Thanks for the introduction.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell me about the challenges or goals that led you to exploring the partnership with Zeb?
Oh, sure. Some of that's pretty easy. We were doing, as we did this big migration, kind of replicating systems. And a fundamental piece about that was, came on us pretty suddenly. And so, we had to get our hands around of just everything, the scope of the project itself. And then as we did that, and we were realizing it was a fairly significant thing, we reached out to a couple companies. And the thing that struck us about Zeb was you guys were ready to move right away. There wasn't going to be a long, after talking to us and getting the feel for what our needs were, you responded quickly, and you guys were ready to go. Whereas with some of the other folks we talked to, it was a much slower boat. So your ability to respond quickly was a significant element there.
Can you tell me about some of the results and improvements that you've seen since you were engaging with the Zeb team across multiple areas, whether it's across comfort zone, whether it's across optimization,
sure,
et cetera?
Sure. Well, comfort zone's an easy one. There's a lot less on my plate. I should specify a lot less of the day-to-day activities that used to bog me down. There's a lot less of that on my plate. So that comfort zone wise, I feel great about, contacting my the primary Zeb person I talk to and saying, hey, I have these 7 things on my mind. And he'll say, oh, I can take 5 of those things. So that works out well. And, so that's a comfort zone thing. Another piece is something like in AWS, that's a huge umbrella. AWS, right? I mean, there are a ton of things in there. And what I appreciate is that while I can keep an eye on how everything's going and running in AWS, I rely on you guys to optimize the whole thing, whether it be licensing within AWS or whether it be cost optimization of the AWS components we use, or even things like recommending AWS features or services that I hadn't considered. That's a big plus. Why Zeb? There are things like pricing, in the sense that that's always a consideration, right? I mean, and you guys came in not only with good pricing, but the ability to say, hey, let's do it this way, or let's do it that way. The flexibility that you guys provide is really invaluable, in the sense of, you remember in the middle of the project, we had to pause at the busiest moment. We had a moment where we had to put everything on pause, and you guys paused with us. There was no pushback. There was no, it was just like, oh, what do you need, Ross? Okay, we'll do that. And we paused, and we thought we were going to pause for a long while, and we paused for a short while. And so when we started it up again, you guys were like, oh, yeah, let's start it up again. So it was, that flexibility was a big deal. And the other thing, and I know I'm jumping ahead of all your questions, but the depth of knowledge that you guys have and you guys bring to the table, I really appreciate, because we can say like, oh, let's, not only our regular office products that we're working with that you guys handle, but depth of knowledge in AWS, depth of knowledge with like, Power BI, when we get very specific about things and how we're using them in our AWS tenant. You guys are right there with expertise that a small shop like us, we're just not going to have.
That's awesome. Like,
Okay.
I love that
Okay.
frame there. Were there any parts of the disaster recovery and migration engagement with Zeb that exceeded your expectations?
I could slap an easy label on that and say, yeah, pretty much everywhere. I mean, that's the thing. Like the DR piece, that's something theoretically I know how to do. But when it comes to getting in the weeds and actually flipping switches and turning knobs and things like that, I thought I'd go all analog in a digital world. But when it comes to doing that kind of stuff, what was nice was that there were just people on your team who knew what to do. The expertise was there. I didn't have to, so did it exceed my expectations? I guess you could say that, but I mean, it just kept happening. So at some point, it just becomes an expectation. So, there you go. So I kind of answered and kind of not answered your question.
We so far exceeded your expectations that we reset the bar.
I think we can honestly say that the bar is set pretty high at this point. Yeah.
Ross, what advice would you give to other companies considering a similar AWS or data modernization project?
Frankly, that's an easy thing. That's an easy thing. If somebody says, "Hey, I'm doing this," it's very simple for me to say, "Well, you should at least talk to these guys. You should at least talk to Zeb, because it was a very good fit for us, and they did a great job." Like, what advice do I have? Is like, dot your I's, cross your T's, and then do that 4 more times. It just, yeah. But that's the good thing is that about working with you guys, is that I have somebody doing that, right? Somebody on your team is dotting I's and crossing T's, and so am I. And then we can compare notes. And it's kind of like, now I'm launching into a movie. It's like, Apollo 13 when we're going up, not when the accident happened, not that part. But it's just, there are a lot of things going on in a migration event. Yeah, sorry. I was like, let me reference a disaster movie in recommending a company. It's a complicated process, and you got to have a bunch of people. And what I admired, here's an exceeds expectation for you, and that is, you guys kept throwing people at the tasks. I'd be thinking, oh, I'm talking with these 4 people, and suddenly I'd look up and, oh, there are 4 more people who are helping out here. It just was. I appreciated the resources that you guys committed to the tasks that needed to get done. So, that's an exceed expectations, and maybe I should have said earlier. I look forward to our weekly status meetings with the Zeb team. I don't know how many IT people say, I look forward to my weekly IT status meeting. But we have a good rapport. We have a good rapport, and and there's some good banter back and forth. And yeah, we get good information and good knowledge and all that stuff too. But there's that part that I like about it. On a personal, relational level, I enjoyed the relationship. And then from an expertise level, it's terrific. That's Zeb is terrific. I guess I could just say it that way. Is that, you guys bring a lot of expertise to the table, and we haven't even talked about AI, because we're just, we're exploring that, but that's just one more level of expertise or area of expertise that you guys are bringing on. So it's very easy for me to see. Would I recommend Zeb again? Sure. 100%.